have a target there for shorts. It got hit. Now we're seeing the push to the upside, contacting the supply area once again, and now the pressure will be back to the downside. How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here, and this is your CFTC report for the data that was recorded on June 20, 2023. Here's a brief snapshot of the positions held as of that date. And so let's start by snapping right into gold. So what have we been seeing with gold? Look at that, okay? They were massively long. Now remember what I told you to watch for. I said the banks are going to be closing off their long positions just like they're doing with the euro, and that was going to cause a push to the downside. And look, 266,000 all the way down to now 229,000. All right, so they're reducing their long positions, and that is what has helped fuel this move to the downside. So looking at the weekly chart, we can see that price came down, settled at the trend line, the ascending weekly trend line, and now it's making a move to the downside. Okay, bearish momentum candle to the downside, breaking through the trend line. We're looking to see a move to the downside, probably down to the 1850 area, maybe a little bit above, potentially much lower than that as well, but we'll be watching the smaller time frame charts to see what it is suggesting. All right, when we look at retail traders, we can see that 64% of their positions are geared to the long side, 64. And so that is the banks offloading their long positions to retail traders, right? So they're probably going to continue to pile into more long positions as price declines further down the chart. Okay, so watching for that to take place this week. US dollar. Oil. Oil's been doing nothing for quite some time now, just coasting sideways. We're at a higher time frame area of demand, and it's just been sitting there, not doing much. We see that recently they brought up the short positions from cooled off territory to some aggressive territory in the 198s. And recently they just closed off those short positions. Bottom line is, you know, when we look at the coloration of the cells, they used to be bullish. Now they're more neutral. So until they start doing something more aggressive, there's no direction, specific direction that they're going to be revealing to us. So we'll just sit on the sidelines until they do that. Okay, US dollar. Let's look at this one. Look, coloration of the cells, both long and shorts, are blue. Okay. They've been blue for some time now. They used to be aggressive at the beginning of the year, but not any longer. Blue. Coloration of the cells here, suggesting upside. Okay? Suggesting some upside. Now, let's look at things from the perspective of what's been happening with the euro. Recently, we've been looking at the euro, and we saw that they were very aggressive with long positions. They needed to take profits, the banks, which was going to help fuel a move to the downside. Now, if the euro is going to drop, then that would mean we are likely going to see the dollar rally. Interesting how we're getting an indication here when we look at the coloration of the cells, them slowly going out of neutral territory into bullish territory. So that could be an early indication of the buying that is about to take place on the dollar. So we're watching for that as we move forward. Aussie, they were aggressive with shorts. Okay, you remember that? They were aggressive with shorts. They recently closed off their positions, and that helped fuel a move to the upside on the Aussie. All right. So this has been a long-standing theme with the Aussie, where they've been increasing, decreasing shorts for many, many months now. What I can tell you is that retail traders are 75% long, okay? And now we're seeing price drop, okay? Price is dropping. Banks, the retail traders are getting along, and they're probably going to continue getting in long if price continues their drop like this. Bottom line, we contacted demand. So this move up was from the initial thrust of demand coming into play. Okay. But like I've said, we are expecting the euro to drop, the dollar to rally. So we'd likely see more bearish pressure on this chart moving forward. USCAD. USCAD dropped to our target. Look at that. Beautiful. We've had this target for quite some time. Now we have demand in play, which is putting pressure to the upside on the USCAD. Okay, so we've got upside pressure. And look at what we see. Long positions are what the focus have been on lately. Okay, last few weeks we see this big drop, and we're starting to get an increase in long positions. Bottom line is cooled off positions here on the shorts, so they haven't really been focusing on them. Another thing is retail traders are massively long. They've been adding long as price has been dropping. 91%, they'll probably start offloading those long positions and start getting into short. And then as that happens, they will likely push price up just like that. All right, US Swiss franc, both longs and shorts are cooled off. Nothing to see here. Price rallied up, contacted this area of supply, which we had mapped out for quite some time. Now we see the initial reaction to the downside. Beside that, retail traders are mostly long, 73%. So again, they're not aggressively long, but we could see that increase at the beginning of the week. But besides that, there's not much to go on with this chart, okay? So we'll move on. Euro. Very aggressive with long positions, okay? Price dropped to our weekly demand zone. You have a target there for shorts. It got hit. Now we're seeing the push to the upside, contacting the supply area once again, and now the pressure will be back to the downside. Interesting thing is that, when you see what the retail traders have been doing with their positions, they really are taking on the long positions from the banks. Banks are offloading longs to the retail traders, and that's what we see now. So retail traders, 55% long. They were more long last week. But I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I see them continue to add more longs at the beginning of the week. And then we see price drop. Okay, so that's what we're watching for, is the drop in the euro. Pound. Here's an interesting one. Look how aggressive they got with their long positions. Quite aggressive. Price rallied up. See how there was nothing to stop it? Okay, nothing to stop it. So you see how it's going higher and higher. Unlike the euro. Euro had massive supply that was coming into play. Okay, here they removed supply, which opens up the floodgates for a move higher. So they're aggressive with long positions, 101,000. That's pretty aggressive, and they're bullish. We take a look at the coloration of the cells; they are bullish. All right. I'd be careful with this because, like I said, euro dropping, dollar rallying. It's going to go against this momentum to the upside. The retail traders, though, are, 68% short. So they keep on adding short as price continues to go up. Eventually, they're going to say, okay, I guess I should go long. And then there's going to be a nice area of supply where we suspect price will contact. That's our target. And then we'll see price decline. Okay, so there might be a delayed reaction with the pound US dollar. And US dollar, Japanese yen, super aggressive with longs. Look at that. Aggressive with longs. And we told you, expect this to break. Target's going to be hit. And then what's going to happen then? Well, they're probably going to offload those long positions again, because last time they were this aggressive with longs, you know what happened? This happened. Big drop, just like that. Okay? So I'm suspecting we're probably going to see another drop like that. And it's interesting because it's coming straight into an institutional selling area. Okay? So keep your eye out for that. Retail traders are about 73% short. They've been adding short as price has been increasing. So they'll probably switch those shorts to longs, and then they're going to collapse price as they always do. Last but not least, the Kiwi cooled off on longs, shorts becoming into cooled off territory. The banks created supply, they rallied up into supply, and now we are seeing that reaction to the downside. We're likely going to see that continued momentum to the downside as the euro continues to get weaker. And if we look at the positions, 70% of retail traders are holding longs. They were probably adding to long positions as price was dropping last week here. Okay, so price will continue. They'll continue to add long. And then when they start to switch for shorts, then the banks will come in and push price to the upside. So more pressure to the downside is what I'm seeing for the future here. All right, ladies and gents, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Leave some comments down below. I love to listen to what you guys have to say. And it's been great. Thank you for all the likes and listens and positive comments and shares and all that's good stuff. A lot of emails you guys send me with positive comments. I love that you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm glad that you guys are learning. And that's it. If you want to know more, www.whiteoakfx.com. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care. Bye.